I am in Potts Preserve, north of the town of Inverness, Florida. And I'm doing a 3-day, 2-night backpacking trip. So I just got started at 11:30. It's a Wednesday, December 20th. It was 58 degrees when I got started. So it should warm up into the low 60s today, maybe mid 60s. I've got about 3.5 miles today, my first day. About 5 miles tomorrow. Then approximately 8 miles my last day hiking out. And I just had to get out. This cool weather in Florida, just taking advantage of it. I love it. More pictures later. I had to make it a little diversion instead of getting my feet wet on that main road. So I sort of got off trail, and it's actually turned into a path or an old road. This is it. I presume this is the East Amber Wing campsite. It's not really what I was expecting or hoping for. It's just a huge cleared area with a bunch of tents over there. And it looks like the end of the road. I thought it was like a mile away from the road, but looking at the map again, I'm pretty sure this is it. And I think this will be my spot right here. This not really a fire ring here, but a fire has been made there. I think I'll set up. Oh, there's a grill over here. Not that I need it. Trail to the river, perhaps. Oh, that's the Orange Blaze Trail. I came in on a different one. Interesting. Doesn't look like this is used very much. And get to the river right over through there to get water. I might as well set up. I'll be dealing with music all day long and into the night, I guess. Okay, just set it up. Not too bad of a pitch. Took me about 10 minutes though. Get the poles exactly the right height. And we got this added strut to the head end of the tent for more room inside. It's set up pretty nicely. Got a little tie out right here. It's not really necessary, but it's there. So I used it. I use 8 stakes in total. 4 for the body, each corner, and 2 on the pole ends, and 1 on the strut end, and the other side. I'm liking it. Now to put my stuff inside. Headed to the Withlacoochee River here to get my water for the night and maybe enough for tomorrow. Yeah, this is pretty cool. You hear a boat go by every once in a while, but it's not very often, like every half hour or so. It's not bad. Someone actually sawed off a knee right there. Jeez. For firewood. Crazy. This is the road that goes into the campsite, East Amber Wing campsite. They've got a restroom and a portable outhouse. Not sure why they have both. Number 2 right there. Look at my map again, make sure I'm 100% sure I'm at the right campsite. I'm 95% sure. Already have everything set up, so now I'm just gonna get some water by the river. It wasn't too good by my sight. I can see if there's a easier place to scoop up some water. Okay, this is where my tent was. It's Thursday morning now, 10 o'clock. And I'm gonna head to my next campsite. That's the Holly Tree campsite. And it's only about 4.5 miles up the river trail. So I'm just gonna take my time today. Get there maybe before noon. This was the big field and my really noisy neighbors. It's car camping. You can drive right to the gate over there. I didn't realize that when I reserved this spot. And they apparently did not reserve because no one knew the name of this campsite. And you had to reserve on the Southwest Water Management District website, and you had to look at each campsite and see what's open and reserve it by name. So apparently nobody did that. And the one fellow there with his girlfriend had 2 huge tents a smoker, all kinds of equipment. I believe he's living here and at different forest sites. I mean, he had everything. A little bit crazy. But if you're homeless, you know, why not be out here instead of the city? It's where I would be. I'm on the cabin loop, and it came up very close to the Withlacoochee River here. Have not seen the cabin yet. Sounds like a crane. There's the cabin. This cabin's about to return to the earth. The roof's gone. Too bad. Looks like a shed along the side. Not a whole lot left. Right next to the river. I think I see it over this way. Yep. So after 3 hours of hiking, I made it to the Holly Tree campsite. This looks like it. I looked around the campsite. There's several spots to pitch a tent. Right here on the trail coming in, there's a site. That's not too bad. Right here, a possible tent spot right there, and the one I picked right back over this way looks pretty good, except for this root right here. I'm pretty much setting up. I'm gonna get a little more water to filter for tomorrow, drying out one really wet sock. Tent's all set up. Shoes are drying out a little bit. Sleeping bag. Everything's nice and set up in there. Got a pretty good spot right there, I think. And over by the fire pit, I've got my chair and cook kit and some water. Okay, it's Friday morning, and I just broke camp at 9:22. So I'm headed out back to my truck today. It's about 5.5, maybe 6 miles. I'm not exactly sure. It'll be a different route back. Instead of by the river trail here, I'll be going past George Washington pasture, which is a huge area. I guess it used to be grazing back in the day. So that'll be interesting. And right now it's not really a trail, just an old road right here. Oh, go for tortoise hole. Or burrow. Heard a few boats last night, heard maybe 2 airboats going down the river. Otherwise, not much traffic. So quiet here. Unlike my previous campsite where people were noisy till 10 p.m. It was pretty awful. This campsite was very nice. Quite secluded back here. Still on the river trail, I think. We're just starting to veer off from the swamp area. Pretty sure this is more upland with pines and palmettos. Swamp's pretty far over there now. Oh, but it looks like we're headed back toward the northwest. I was hoping to find a trail or road off to the left as a shortcut to get to George Washington pasture, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen, and I really don't want to go cross country. Now, so if this is right, this is going to head toward a canal. And it seems like I remember some kind of structure at the canal. So if that's where I'm going, this is going to add 4 or 4.5 miles to my hike today. So it'll make it a little more strenuous. Oh, I'm back at the swamp again. So it's still beautiful out here, except for the mosquitoes. As long as I'm moving, it's not bad at all. Look at all the cypress knees. Wow. Well, it's only 5 minutes later, and I did make it out to the road. So I'm on my original plan now. I really did not want to walk the extra 4 miles. This is going to be 5 to 6 miles as it is. So this is kind of easier walking, but not exactly, because it's sand. It's slightly packed, not really loose, but it's still, see, a little better right here. So this should go a little quicker. I'm away from the mosquitoes now, so that's great. Well, I did get off-road just to avoid getting my feet wet, and I came across this really cool area. Really flat, dry, a really cool camping area that's no trail or road goes near here. So I'm going to keep trudging off this way. I thought I'd be back at the road by now, but I avoided another wet area back there. Went around that. That put me a little further away. So I head in this general direction. That's southeast. No, I want to go south. I want to go that way. Cross country is really not that difficult. You just have to watch your step. Look for the easiest path, sometimes a deer trail or a hog path. Oh yeah, and watch out for snakes. Looks like an easy way right here. I don't know where the road is. It's off to my right somewhere. I thought I was going to get to it by now. Hopefully it's up here not too far. Is this it? This is it. Oh my gosh. That's incredible. I did not know that it was right here. That rock. So I got off trail, I don't know, quarter mile, a half mile back that way, and traversed through the wild. Came out right here. Okay. I was starting to worry a little bit. But I'm back. Okay, I made it out to the main road in the park, north-south road. That way's going north. And I'm headed south. It's got the little trail marker there. Also orange blaze on the tree over here. So this is the right way. And I did get my feet wet back there. There was just, I was trying to avoid it. And it was bound to happen. This looks like the beginning of the George Washington pasture off here to the left. I think it opens up even more up ahead. And a couple vultures on the road up here. One flew off. This one's not quite as scared. Oh, there he goes. Pretty big pasture area. And right now I'm coming upon the old cow pens that were used a long time ago. I'm not sure how long. Quite a bit left. The posts and most of the rails. Well, rails aren't good. There's hog fencing, old rusting gate down there. Interesting. And coming upon another road intersection. I thought I was on the main road, but the main north-south road. Okay, point number 17. I'll have to look at my map later, see where that is. Okay, now I'm Sort of heading south-southeast, I think. Okay, this still is the main road. And I looked at the map. I've got 3.2 miles to the trailhead where my truck is parked. And I'll probably take 11:42 right now. I'm going to take a lunch break if I see any place good to stop. Getting a little bit hungry. This is interesting. Apparently I took the wrong way going at the start of my hike. I walked down the road about 1.2 miles, turned on an old road, but it's actually a trail right here. Okay, that's the way I went in Wednesday around noon. If I had only gone 200 yards further down the road, I would have gotten on that trail. But it was a pretty good way to go. It was pretty direct, but just old roads. Okay, back at the trailhead. That was 3 hours, 15 minutes. A little over six miles. And the trails, I mean, it doesn't look like they've been maintained for at least 5 years. Probably longer. So this place really is not actively managed, except for their special hunts that they have in January, February, and March. About 6 special hunts. But it was fun.